Hello, everyone, and very good afternoon to each and every one of you who have assembled here today for the second official meeting of the Tally Anchors Club. My name is Pramit, and I'm part of the digital marketing team here at Tally Solutions. And it's my honor and privilege to be associated with this initiative for the past 1 year, ever since we launched Tally Prime in November of 2020. I would like to start off by first thanking each and every one of you who have taken the time out to attend this exclusive preview. As many of you are aware, we are launching the latest release of Tally Prime, which is called as Tally Prime 2.0 on the 27th of this month. And before we actually go live on 27th, we just thought, let's arrange a small preview for each and every one of you a few days in advance. And that's why here we are on the 23rd of July with this exclusive preview. So before I take the agenda of this program ahead, I just want to give you an idea of what to expect from this session today. I would have probably also spoken to many of you over the past few days. We have been discussing about this preview. We are planning to give you a short run through of what is coming in the latest release of Tally Prime. Followed that, we will be following up that with a question answer session where our in-house experts are here today with us. They will be answering some of your questions during the session itself. And after that, we have a very interesting section coming up, which is a recognition of some of the star Tally anchors who have done a stupendous job over the last 1 year, creating content and sharing content on Tally Prime. And last but not the least, we would want to see you take the energy ahead about Tally Prime 2.0. And to help you with your work, we have a small engagement kit that we have put together for you. We'll be sharing that with you once this meeting is over. I will be taking you through the engagement kit so that you can use that to spread the good word about Tally Prime and specifically the new release of Tally Prime 2.0. And also a humble request to everyone who has joined in at the moment is that I'm sure you'll have a lot of questions about this preview. When you are seeing the demo live right in front of you over here, you might have a lot of questions. Please do keep writing your questions on the questions and answers panel here that you see. And we have one of our in-house experts. She will be answering your questions on the chat. And we will also be picking up a few questions, whatever we can accommodate within this short time frame. We'll be picking up some questions and answering them live during the session as well. So with that brief background, I would now like to call upon stage a very special person. This person who has been associated with Tally for more than 25 years now is somebody who leads our influencer marketing initiatives. He's none other than Mr. Arvind KS. Arvind sir, handing over the virtual stage to you now.
Yeah. Thanks, Pramit. Thanks for two things. Hope I'm audible and you can see me.
Yes, sir.
So thanks for two things. One is handing over the stage to me, and other is giving me a chance to be a part of this Tally Anchors community discussion, which is first time for me in my history of working with Tally. So this is first of its kind, and I'm very excited to be a part of this thing. Thanks, Pramit. Sincerely, thanks for giving me a chance to be here. And I would like to extend a warm welcome along with Pramit, to all of you today for today's session on Tally Prime 2.0. Your support in the last few months to make what Tally Prime is today in the market has been too good. And I would like to really appreciate and be extremely grateful for all the efforts which you have put till now in making Tally Prime what it is today. So I've been a salesman all the way, or I've been selling softwares for SMEs all the way in the last, as Pramit said, for over 3 decades. And I talk a lot, I discuss a lot, I explain a lot for customers, prospects, and many other audience. But the problem starts to me when they say, please give it to me in writing. So I can talk, I can explain, I can do many things. But the moment people talk and ask me to put something in writing, I personally believe that it's a different ball game altogether. Not because just it is about written communication. I see that first, putting something in writing needs a lot of courage. The second point is you should have a lot of authority on the subject, and you should have a lot of expertise on the subject to stand by what you have written. And the third point, of course, is a great written communication, which I see 9 out of 10 people don't have it today. That is my data sample. because especially the audience which you write will be a CFO, a CTO of a company to an accountant who just had English as his third language in his 10th standard. After that, they have no idea. That doesn't mean that they're not intelligent. They are intelligent, but they have their own levels of understanding English. So these things makes it really, really complicated, that there is a lot of difference between telling and writing, which you're all doing. So basically, that's the reason why I'm very proud to be a part of this wonderful group. And more importantly, the power of written communication is the reliability of written content is much more perceived than any other method of communications, because somehow the mindset of people today, whatever is printed is something perfect. Of course it is most of the times, and the ability to scrutinize the content again and again and read it again and again makes it very, very special. And again, I'm very happy that as Tally anchors you've been doing that. It's not an easy thing to do in my experience. So I can talk, but writing really makes me think a bit and then write. That's a different ball game again, which you're all doing. And more so, the subject what we are in. Writing is one thing, and the subject what we are in. We are talking about technology, and we are talking about SME. I personally believe writing to a large enterprise is much easier than writing to a small enterprise or a medium enterprise, and so on and so forth. And technology as a subject in the field of SME is being very vibrant now because of GST, because of many other interventions. And I am personally feeling that it is going to be more vibrant in the next 5 to 7 years. And this calls for a great deal of responsibility from people like you, who take the responsibility of taking the knowledge in form of writing to the businesses in the interest of business and in the interest of well-being of the nation, very importantly. So as writers, you have a lot of work, lot of responsibility to do, because you have chosen to be in the field of SME and you have chosen to be in the field of technology. So it is no different from Tally. While the journey of technology and businesses will be vibrant for the next 5 to 7 years, the journey of Tally will also continue to be extremely vibrant, extremely colorful for the next 5 to 7 years. We have so much to offer from our R&D, but the beauty is, how does the offering from R&D reach the market? And hence, the role what you as Tally anchors play is very, very important. And I personally feel that you have to take up this challenge, this responsibility to ensure that companies like Tally creates great solution, and that solution reaches the market through your the art of writing, be it blogging or be it YouTubing or whatever it is, basically basically creating the online content. And I personally feel that as an organization we have grown to that level, and we have realized the importance of people like you, which you've been doing already this work, but we have realized it was our deficiency that we could not reach you. And today my colleague Pramit has started taking some baby steps towards reaching people like you, so called as Tally anchors, and wanting to put in our assistance and help to ensure that whatever job we've been doing in terms of taking communication to the SMEs, we can do it or help you much better. So, and more precisely, as Pramit said, in today's session, the Tally Prime Release 2.0, I personally see there are many good things which the market needs. So you have to be super careful about one thing when you write about Tally. It is not about what Tally is doing. It is about how it is being done. There are many people who do it, but the difference between others and Tally, till now, what I've observed, it is my personal views, how we are going to do it. So as bloggers, as content creators, we have to be very careful on the points on how Tally has done something rather than what Tally has done. And we will be more than happy to assist you, serve you with all information as many times as you want, so that the content gets created in your style, which we are not so good at it, and reaches the end user, and hence his life becomes good. And if he becomes good, the nation becomes good. So with this, again, happy to be grown as a company, to interact, to work as a function with people like you who create online content. And I will request Pramit to take it from here. And thanks, Pramit, and thanks all for being a part of this wonderful session, which is going to be.
Thank you so much, Arvind sir, for joining us, for your kind words, and thanks for adding the additional encouragement that we all need as part of the Tally Anchors Club to take this forward. So
it has always been, last statement, it has always been the encouragement what they are giving to us, Pramit, and it is the assistance and help which should be amply doing to ensure that they continue to do it much more in the way they want to do it.
Absolutely, sir.
Thanks, Pramit. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so
much.
much.
Pleasure. My pleasure.
And with that, ladies and gentlemen, I think it's now time to get into the reason why all of you are on this particular meeting today, on this particular call today. It is time to now unveil to you Tally Prime 2.0. And for that, I'll now invite my colleagues from the product excellence team, Prajal and Gopi Krishna, sir, if you can join us and take us through what Tally Prime 2.0 has in store for us. Over to you, Prajal.
Hello, everyone. Hope I'm audible and my video is on.
Yes, Prajal, you are audible.
Yeah. Thanks, Pramit. Yeah. Good afternoon, everyone. So I'm sure every one of you have already witnessed Tally Prime, and now shortly we are coming up with Tally Prime Release 2. And let's see what are the highlights of Tally Prime Release 2, the best your business can get. So so we will be covering how the first highlight is the e-way bill, now way easier. So how is it going to be connected, complete and compliant for our businesses, for the various businesses? And the second highlight would be the powerful reporting. As we all know, we already have more than 800 report views in Tally. And with Release 2, how are we going to make it more convenient for the businesses to personalize and access? So to start with Release to the first highlight of it, that is the e-way bill. If you see the businesses which tries to generate e-way bill, how do they generate currently? So usually they go to the e-way bill portal, right? And they try to enter all the details of their invoice details, the party details, the SKU stock items one by one with the respective HSN. And just imagine if there are SKUs more than 50, 20 line items, it becomes so difficult for a user to enter it on the portal because he has already generated an invoice and now what he's doing is just a duplication of work, right? So it becomes so difficult for a user to generate an e-way bill by doing this process. And with Release 2, how are we going to simplify this process for the businesses? Let's have a look. So let's quickly go to the voucher entry and try to generate a sales invoice. So now we are choosing the party ledger, followed by the sales ledger, and then selecting the SKUs one by one. And now moving on, you can see that there is an option called Provide GST e-way bill details. Right now, it has become a part of your transaction flow. You need not switch on to your Tally versus your e-way bill portal to generate an e-way bill. So it becomes part of your transaction flow. And here you can start entering the details which are required for e-way bill generation. And you can clearly see here that how Tally has cleanly classified the section into two parts. The first section being the part A, which consists of your transaction details of your parties, your mailing address details, and then it asks you for the transporter name and the transporter ID. Only the first time you need to enter it, and the second time onwards, it's going to capture automatically. And followed by the part B section, which will ask you for the vehicle number and the vehicle type. So you can enter this and proceed further. Now, as soon as you try to save the transaction, Tally will ask you, do you want to generate an e-way bill? When you say yes, it will ask you for your e-way bill login credentials. So just enter your e-way bill username and password for the generation of e-way bill. Now, the prerequisite for the generation of e-way bill from Tally is that you need to register on the e-way bill portal and you need to choose Tally India Private Limited as your GSP, right? And then you need to create your API, user ID and password, which will be used while generation of e-way bill. And now you can see that the e-way bill has been generated successfully. Just press enter to continue. And let's have a look at the preview of this invoice. And now you can see here on the top, the e-way bill has been captured automatically. So you need not come into Tally and enter it manually. Tally will capture it automatically, followed by an e-way bill, which is the second page of your invoice. You can see the QR code has been captured automatically and the e-way bill has been generated along with the validity details are shown to you. Also, you can see the SKU details with the stock items along with the respective HSN code. So this is what Release 2 is going to do, and it's going to simplify the life of the businesses, right? So no more doing duplication of work, and you can just simply do it from Tally. Even when you go to the alteration of the transaction, if you go to e-way bill details, you can see here that the e-way bill number has been captured automatically, right? Now moving on to our next use case. So not all businesses would prefer to generate e-way bill as soon as they pass the transaction, right? So some would follow a scenario. There could be a scenario where the vehicle might be coming only at the end of the day, let's say 5 o'clock, to the office premises or factory or a warehouse to collect the material. And the office needs to, or the factory needs to dispatch this goods by generating an e-way bill, right? So now for this, you would require a bulk generation of e-way bill, because at the for a particular day, you would have generated multiple invoices. Also, there could be cases where the person who is generating an invoice versus the person who is generating an e-way bill may not be the same. So with a click of a button, just on the top, there is a button called exchange. You need to click that and click on send for e-way bill option. As soon as you click here, it will show you the list of invoices which are pending for the generation of e-way bill. Now, you can simply select this transaction randomly by pressing spacebar key, or Tally also gives you a flexibility to choose all the transaction with a click of a button, that is control spacebar key. Just by doing that, you will be able to select all the transactions and then click on send for sending this invoices for the generation purpose. So let's continue and let's send it for the e-way bill generation. So this is the bulk upload which the businesses can do who are not following the process of generation of e-way bill as soon as they generate an invoice. So being a test server, currently it is taking slightly a longer duration, but on the production server, it will be seamless and quicker. And if you see here, now it didn't ask you for the login credentials. Save your login credentials for up to 6 hours. So now the data is getting exchanged, and all these 3 invoices which we have sent is been exchanged with the e-way bill system. Hello.
Prajal, it's
Okay.
taking time.
It's taking time, is it? Okay. Usually it won't take so much time. Yeah. So now you can see here that the e-way bill has been generated and one has been rejected by the system. Now let's see what has gone wrong. So now you can see here, whatever 3 bills which were pending has got disappeared now. And now to go to the e-way bill report, you need not just exit from the screen. Tally gives you flexibility to switch on to your e-way bill report. Just with a click of a button on the right hand side, you can see e-way bill. By clicking that, you will be in your e-way bill report, and now you can see why the bill has got rejected, or whatever the bills have been generated successfully with part B are shown here. So when you drill down to with part B, it will show you the list of invoices for which the e-way bill has been generated. It will also show you what is the e-way bill number for that particular invoice, what is the time at which it got generated, and its validity. Also, when you see a list of the entire period, it will show you the status as well. Just imagine there are various scenarios which the businesses may come across. There could be a scenario where there is a vehicle breakdown and due to which you need to extend the e-way bill. Also, there could be a possibility that that the business client has cancelled the order and due to which they need to cancel an e-way bill, right? There could be some other cases where the e-way bill could have got rejected the way we saw it now. So this report gives you a bird's eye view of all the transactions for which the e-way bill has got generated, along with the reasons, if there are any, that why it has got rejected. So if you can see here, there was some invalid HSN code, the bank supplier PIN code was missing, there was some transit address which was not required as the goods are in the movement. So there are various reasons given over here, which a business can go through it, an accountant can go through it and decide and take the decisions accordingly. They can do the corrections accordingly, right? So this is how the e-way bill, the complete solution, is all about. It gives you a connected, complete and compliant solution. Moving on to our next highlight, which is the GST and HSN validation. Now there could be cases where the businesses want to verify the GST of the party or the HSN, whether it is correct or not for their inventories, right? So how do we do that in Tally? Just we can quickly have a look with release 2. Now you can just simply go to a ledger, let's say Tata AIGGA, and there is a GST mentioned over here, which the business would like to validate whether it is correct or not. So Tally gives you flexibility to just click the Get GST and Info button, which is on the right hand side. And when you say yes, it will validate with your e-way bill portal, and it will tell you what is the status of this particular party, whether it is blocked or active, the e-way bill status accordingly, right? This is not all. It's not just about a single ledger. Tally also gives you the option to do this for the multiple ledgers. Just by clicking on the Go To option on the top and going to the Update Party GST, you can select all the parties and you will be able to do the validation for all the party ledgers at one shot. So you can just say all GST and click on yes. And it will give you the information that how many were done successfully and how many had errors. So if you can drill down further, when you say yes to it, it will show you that the e-way bill status for this particular party is blocked. Similarly, it will tell you for other parties as well. This is active, and it will show you the trade name, legal name, and the address. So this is how you can do the validation from within Tally itself, and no more switching out of Tally and going to any portal and checking for this information. The way you have done it for the ledger, it also gives you the flexibility to check it for your inventory details as well. So let's have a quick thing by going to a particular stock item, that is ballpoint pens. And let's go to the set alter GST details and click on Get HSN SSC Info. As soon as you click it, it will validate the information and give it to you, and you can see the description over here and validate whether it is correct or not for that particular SKU. Similarly, Tally will also give you can also do it via the GST date setup screen. And here also you can choose the inventory at one shot by clicking Control Spacebar key, or randomly you can choose by Spacebar key and then click on Get HSN SSC Details. Now here you can see that it has seamlessly connected with the server and it has fetched the information and given it to the user that what all description is applicable for the particular stock item, and if there is any invalid HSN code, that is also getting highlighted. So this is the GST and HSN validation. Moving on to our next highlight, which is convenient to personalize reports, make your way the default way. Now, we all know there are more than 800 report views in Tally, and now what we are bringing up with release 2 is something more powerful, which every business will benefit out of it, right? So let's have a look at what are we going to give in release 2. So let's take an example of a stock summary report. So let's say as a user, somebody has come to a stock summary report and they are trying to analyze this report. Now in this report, they want the details like the opening stock, inward, outward, and the closing stock. So for this, what the user will do is he will simply go to the F12 configuration and he will save this setting and he gets his view, right? Similarly, when he comes out of this report and drills down again, the settings are lost. So similarly, there are various reports which the user might be accessing day in, day out at a different point in time for the different information. Now, the next time when the user comes, maybe he wants to analyze his item-wise profitability. So he clicks on stock item-wise and then click on show profit. This report gives the stock item-wise profitability. So he is analyzing this. Now, again, when he comes back to Gateway of Tally, the settings are lost. So how can we simplify the life of the user that the next time when he wants to view these two views, how can he be able to view it at a click of a button? So here comes our powerful capability of release 2, which is save view. Now we will again do the settings of this report. So we want to view opening balance, inwards and the outwards. And now let's save this view by clicking on a save view button and just save it. Similarly, let's go back and come back to this stock summary report, do an item-wise view, show profit, and again try to save this view by giving a different name so that we can identify it for our future reference. We will name it as profitability and let's save this. Now, when you escape and come back, once you go to option and search for the stock summary view, it will show you that your two reports are listed over here. So just choose the report which you would like to view. So let's say we will see the first one, which is your inward outward, and the second one, just with a click of a button, you will be able to also load the second report with the savings with all the settings intact, right? Now, when you come back to Gateway of Tally and then go to stock summary, now that report is not appearing by default. As a user, let's assume that I want to view that inward outward view by default. So what we can do over here is, now here Tally gives you an option to save this report as a default view. So set this option as yes and save it. So next time when the user comes back to stock summary, he will not get the default Tally report view, but the view which he wants to make it as a default one. So this is one of the powerful capabilities which we have come up in release 2, which is going to definitely simplify the life of the user. Moving on to our next use case for the save reports is that, let's take a scenario of GSTR 1. So we will click on go to option and just go to GSTR 1 report. Now here, as an auditor or as an accountant, you will always be referring to the report which is of the previous period, as assuming there is an audit going on, right? Now we will just change the period. Now, as a user, you're trying to analyze certain information in your GSTR report, whether all the invoices has been captured properly or not. There are no details in uncertain transaction, everything is intact or not. You will keep analyzing it, right? Now, but once you reload this report, it will give you your current period. But you always want your default period to be the one which you are auditing or which you are trying to analyze to file your return purpose, right? So here, even in this report, you can save this view by clicking Save View. Say GSTR 1 for the month of May. And here, Tally gives you an additional configuration to save this as all companies on this computer. Now, what does this mean? Assume you are an auditor and you are trying to do an audit for your client data. So there are multiple data sets available on your system, right? Now you are trying to save this particular report for a particular client's data by setting it as May month, but you also need to do this for the rest of the client's data, right? So here is the powerful thing, capability which Tally gives you, is that you just are trying to save it at this particular company level. And as soon as you do it on all companies on this computer, it gets applied for all the data sets which are there on your system, right? And save this selected period and set it as yes. So whenever as a GSTP or as a chartered accountant, if you are trying to analyze any GSTR1 report or any of your client, you can do that by simply setting the option as all companies on this computer. So whenever you load this data, you will get the GSTR1 report for the month of May, right? So moving on to our next use case, let's take an example of a business owner who is viewing, or just take another use case of a team members. Now we saw that as a single user, everybody is trying to save their view. But if you take a case of a multi-user, where let's say there are 4 to 5 users in an organization who is working on this data. Now, if everybody tries to save this views for their own personal use, it will become cluttered, it will look cluttered, and you will get confused that which one is yours and which one is your team member's view, right? So here, now what the user can do is that, so let's assume that the team members want to view this report on a weekly basis. So let's change the view from monthly to weekly. Now, when you convert this as weekly, let's go and try to save this view. And assuming this view is only for your purpose, then in that case, you will do it as all companies on this computer. But if this view is for everybody in your team, then you can save it at this company level. So when you say as this company, this weekly report will be available for all the team members, so that everybody should not create the same report again, right? You can just do it on one system and save it at a company level. And when you try to access the sales register, it will show you that this is at this company level and can be accessed by anybody who is working on this company. Yes. Now taking the another useful capability, powerful capability. So it's not just about the periods or about the configurations F12 or about the right column buttons. Let's take another use case. As a business owner, let's say he is going to a sales register report and he is trying to analyze the entire invoices that are passed for this financial year. However, he wants to filter this report by viewing only those invoices which are more than 1 lakh. So he can do so first by giving a filter over here. So let's give a range saying that the vouchers having ledger amount greater than 1 lakh. Yes, now all the invoices which are more than 1 lakh has got listed. Now he can again save this view for his future reference so that he need not apply this filter again and again whenever he wants to view a sales register. So we will just give a name as sales greater than 1 lakh. And by default, it will get saved for your computer only and not for others. And now when you click on go to option and you search for the sales, you can get this report. And when with a click of a button, you will be able to load this report along with the filters that you have applied. Yes. So this is the powerful save view capability, which is going to come up in release 2 and definitely going to help the businesses to simplify the way they look at their reports. Moving on to our next highlight is convenient to access. And this is more to do with your the data which you will be able to access on various devices. So how cleanly it has been done, rather than we demonstrating it, we want you to experience this yourself. So I would request each one of you to please take your mobile and log into tallysolutions.com and log in with the ID and password which is appearing on the screen. So you can see that there is one company shown, Ganeshji Marketing Private Limited. Please select that company and you will be able to see the list of reports. Please try it on your mobile, I would request, rather than on laptop. Log in to tallysolutions.com. Login ID is tallytrib9@gmail.com and the password is 12345. As soon as you log in, you will get the company displayed on your mobile screen for which we have given the access, that is Ganeshji Marketing Private Limited. As soon as you tap on it, you will be able to view all the common reports. You can go to balance sheet option first, the balance sheet report. And on the right hand side corner, you can click on the 3 dots and you can see there that it gives you a flexibility to download this particular report on your mobile in an Excel and PDF format. Then the third option, as you can see, currently the balance sheet is showing in lakhs. You can click on the scale factor, tap on it and choose the option as millions and apply it. You can see how quickly the report has been shown in millions. To move back to the previous menu, you can just tap on the balance sheet report, that is the balance sheet caption which is coming on the top left hand side. Then you can go to profit and loss account. When you go to profit and loss account, it will show you a vertical format. Now just rotate your mobile and it quickly converts the vertical format into horizontal format, and there is no need for you to zoom in, zoom out to check the values. It's clearly visible. You may again click on or tap on profit and loss account and come back to the main menu and click on daybook. Now in daybook, you can see the less than and greater than sign on the top right hand side corner. When you click on that lesser sign, you will be able to change the day and view the transaction for that specific day. You need not need a date picker to change the date. It is so simple. You can again tap on daybook and just go to the other report, that is sales register. And in the sales register, you are able to see the monthly values for that particular business. If you wish to see a cumulative value on monthly basis, you can do so with a click by just tapping on that show details button. And it gives you a cumulative closing balance month on month. Again, you can move back by just tapping on the sales register. Then you may check the last report, which is the stock query, and choose the first SKU, which is Dell Inspiron 1008. And this report gives you a 360-degree view of your inventory of that particular SKU, whatever you have selected. It gives you its cost price, its standard selling price, what is the costing method, when it was purchased, when it was sold, and in which godown, how much quantity has been available, and the other similar categories which are available for it. With this, we have come to an end of the highlights of release 2. If there are any questions, you may please put it on chat so that we can take it up.
Thanks a lot, Prajal, for taking us through Tally Prime 2.0, and thanks Komala ma'am for also helping us with the answers to all the questions on the chat panel. and Gopi Krishna sir as well for helping us out for the memo and for seeing that whether we have any live questions. We don't seem to have any live questions at the moment, but I would still like to encourage each and every one of you, if you have any questions which are still coming up, please put them on the question and answers panel, and Gopi sir will take a look and get back to us on the same. So now with the preview behind us, I think we will now step into the very exciting part of the session, which is recognizing the Tally anchors who have done a stupendous job over the past 1 year. So I'll just take this chance to share a PPT with all of you. Just give me a moment. But before we actually start, there's something special that we want to show each and every one of you. As you are well aware, every time we launch something at Tally, whether it is Tally Prime or even before in the Tally ERP9 era, when we had launched some of the other report or some of the other functionality or some major release, we usually do it by means of an interactive campaign across social media, across digital media, even on the field. You will see a lot of pamphlets and flyers and banners and videos and images that go out from Tally solution, from the house of Tally overall, and you will see it all over, be it on the field or on social media. Now, of course, thanks to probably because of Corona, the situation is not so conducive for field releases, but we are largely driving a lot of digital campaigns. And we are going to do exactly the same for Tally Prime 2.0 as well. And very much like any other time, we have a brand film that we would actually be showing the world sometime on 27th or maybe 28th. But because all of you, the special group of Tally Anchors Club has joined us together, it's my honor and privilege to show you that film 4 days in advance. So without further ado, here is the brand film that we have planned for Tally Prime 2.0. Please enjoy.
ये आजकल के बिजनेसमैन भी ना छोटे सपने तो देखते ही नहीं। अब अनमोल को ही ले लो, 4 साल से जानता हूँ उसे, टैक्स कंसल्टेंट हूँ उसका।
2 क्लॉजेस है ना सर, वो मुझे समझ में नहीं आता।
उसने गारमेंट शॉप खोल ली, केबल फैक्ट्री डाल दी, प्रॉपर्टीज भी छोड़ दी, पर मजाल है कि बिजनेस का पैशन थोड़ा भी कम हुआ।
10,000 मीटर। आई एम सॉरी, मैंने टाइम देखा ही नहीं सर। वो
न चैन से रहता है न रहने देता है, दिन रात सुबह शाम बस कॉल कॉल और कॉल। राकेश, ये रिटर्न्स फाइल कब करोगे? ई इनवॉइस कैसे बनाऊं? यहाँ तक कि
गाड़ी कौन सी लूं सर
भी पूछता है।
सर गाड़ी ले ली सर।
लेकिन फिर जब आपसे नहीं पूछूंगा तो किससे पूछूंगा कहता है ना, तो पता चल ही जाता है कि कितना भरोसा करता है वो मुझ पर। इसलिए सोच रहा हूं कुछ दूं उसे, जो न सिर्फ उसके बड़े बड़े सपनों के काम आए, बल्कि मेरे काम को भी थोड़ा आसान बनाए।
पेश है टैली प्राइम, टेक्नोलॉजी में एक नया नाम जो बढ़ाए आपके बिजनेस की शान। आजमा के देखिए आज ही।
So that was the brand film that we had. We want to show to all of you, and I hope you liked it. In a few days, you'll be also seeing this come live on all our social media handles. And when it does, I will again request all of you to spread it amongst your friends, your family members, your acquaintances in the business community, to as many people as you can, and spread the good word about Tally Prime and Tally Prime 2.0. So with that, we will now step into the Tally Anchors recognitions for the previous financial year, 2020-2021. And I would just want to start by telling a big thank you to each and every member of the Tally Anchors Club. Today, we have close to around 160, 170 odd members who are part of this particular community that we have created. And each one of you have tried to spread the word of Tally Prime in your own way. Some of you have gone on to events and you have presented about Tally Prime over there. Some of you have written blogs on Tally Prime. Some of you have created videos on Tally Prime. You have shared that on YouTube. In your own way, you have tried to amplify the product of Tally Prime and make sure that more and more people get to hear about the product. And you've also guided so many customers to upgrade from Tally ERP9 and move on to the amazing features of Tally Prime. So I would like to thank each and every one of you for that. But out of this entire community of 160, 170 odd people, probably the 12 people who actively, proactively, they shared content, they created content, and they shared it with us so that we could showcase them on our channels, on our platforms. We would just like to take the opportunity to felicitate these 12 special Tally anchors and show their work to all of you. But before we do that, I just want to take you through a slide showing the major numbers and the impact that all of you have created in this by means of this Tally Anchors initiative. As I said, we have more than 160 members who are part of the Tally Anchors community. The top 12 star Tally Anchors have created, amongst them, they have created more than 120 videos. They've written more than 50 blogs on Tally Prime. And all of that has got us more than 12 lakh views on the various content that has been shared. And on the right-hand side, if you see, there is this collage which depicts some of the very much popular videos that have been created by the Tally Anchors club members. So with that, we will now move on to naming and calling out those special Tally anchors who have done a great job over the last 1 year. And we will start with we would like to congratulate Mr. Amarjeet Singh from the City Commerce Academy. He's one of the resounding voices for Tally. He's the founder of the City Commerce Academy in Chandigarh. He has been providing online training via his YouTube channel, City Commerce Academy, which boasts of more than 2.8 lakh subscribers. And a very special thing about him is that his very first video on Tally Prime, it garnered 9 million views. And also his latest video, Tally Prime in 100 minutes, is earning a lot of reviews on YouTube. And if it is Tally Prime in 100 minutes, I'm sure all of you can imagine how much time it would have taken him to prepare this product. And we really salute you, sir, for the stupendous work that you have been doing for us. Thanks to you. And we wish that you will take the energy ahead, take the enthusiasm ahead. Next up, we would like to felicitate and this is saluting Dipesh Kumar from the Technical Cube. Dipesh Kumar, he hails from Prayagraj, is a tech enthusiast. He is an IT engineer. He has dabbled in accounting and works at a CA firm where he has also learned about digital marketing. But he's best known for his Hindi blog, Technical Cube, which has been guiding students and professionals since 2018. So whenever you do get the chance, you please check out the blogs written by Dipesh Kumar, which are in Hindi. Dipesh, thank you so much for doing this for us. And we wish that you take this energy ahead in the days to come. Next up. So hailing from Jamtara in Jharkhand, we have Mr. Gopal Kumar Sharma from GS Easy Tech. He has followed Tally from all its versions, right from Tally 4.5 to Tally Prime. And he spreads awareness about Tally through his YouTube channel, GS Easy Tech, where he spreads awareness about business management software and also how to implement all this for your business. So saluting you, Mr. Gopal Kumar Sharma, many, many congratulations. So next up, we would like to salute Jay Madhyani from Vishesh Gyan, all the way from Katihar in Bihar. He's a full-time businessman who deals in garment products, but he finds out the time from his very busy schedule to share knowledge and awareness about Tally on YouTube. So Vishesh Gyan, which is the first of his 3 YouTube channels, has extensive content on computing, technology for business, GST, as of course, Tally Prime. So many congratulations, Mr. Jay Madhyani, and we wish that you carry this forward. Thank you so much. So next up, we have Pawan Bhardwaj, who is known for his YouTube channel, Tally with Pawan Sir. He has been serving the best interests of students for more than 20 years now. When I spoke to him, he told me that he divides his time every day between offline classes as well as online classes. He uploads ready-to-use content on his mobile apps and most importantly on his YouTube channel. Saluting you, Pawanji, for the work that you have been doing, and many, many congratulations. Next up, we have Ms. Pinky Sharma, a teacher who has more than 8 years of experience. She has been teaching Tally to students via both online and offline platforms at the RJ Learning Academy in Delhi. And through her online YouTube channel, Tally Online Class, she provides conceptual and practical e-accounting knowledge to students as well as business professionals across the country. So we salute you, ma'am, for the work that you have been doing. And we hope and wish that you carry this ahead in the days to come. Thank you so much. Many congratulations. Next up, we have CA Pooja Gupta, and she is known for her channel CA Guruji. She holds the certifications of ISA, MCOM. She's an ICAI faculty with more than 12 years of experience. She loves to review upcoming trends in technology. She has an expertise in GST and income tax as well. And with over 5 lakh subscribers, her YouTube channel is very popular, as also her website, which is called as studybuddy.com, a popular forum for students all across the country. So many congratulations, CA Pooja Gupta, and we hope that you take the energy and the enthusiasm ahead in the days to come. Thank you so much. Many congratulations. Next up, we have probably our youngest Tally anchor, Rishit Shah. He's a CA student based out of Surat in Gujarat. He has been using Tally for more than 2 years. And while learning the product, he came across many doubts, which were, immediately solved by his teachers. And that is what actually gave him the idea to launch a portal, which will serve as a 24/7 helpline for students like him who are exploring Tally or trying to learn more of Tally. And that was the thought behind which he started the concept of Tally School. And he runs a website as well as a YouTube channel by the same name. So a great initiative, Mr. Rishit Shah. Many congratulations to you, and keep the good work going. Thank you so much. So I would like to say that Mr. S. Karthik, who's featured over here, is probably one of those very few people who is the leading voices of spreading content on Tally in his mother tongue, which is Tamil. His aim is to cater to students and teachers and audiences who do not have access to the right knowledge in the local language. You might always get a lot of content in English or probably in Hindi also, but what he has done is really stupendous for people who want support in the local language of Tamil. He's the founder of the YouTube channel Tamil Academy, where he has churned many videos on Tally Prime, as well as on many other softwares that we all use on a day-to-day basis, or probably businessmen also use to run their particular business. So saluting Mr. S. Karthik from Tamil Academy. Many congratulations, sir, and keep the good work going. Next up, we have Mr. Sandeep Vijayvargiya from Career Planet. He started his journey as an edupreneur in the year 2002 with classroom training at the Career Planet Computer Education Center in Udaipur. He has trained over 47,000 students. And in the year 2017, he started his e-learning and Tally GST video training courses via his YouTube channel, which is Career Planet. And he holds the YouTube Gold Award because he has more than 1 million subscribers. So many congratulations to Sandeep ji, and thanks for spreading the word about Tally Prime. And we hope that you will take the good work ahead in the days to come. Thank you so much. So next up, we have Mr. Satish Dhawale from Tally Tutorial. He's a former tutor with over 14 years of experience. Satish Dhawale is also a successful YouTuber with more than 6 YouTube channels, and with a mission to provide online computer courses at a fair and affordable price, he started the concept of Learn More Pro. We are honored to really have a person amongst us whose videos on Tally and Tally Prime benefit thousands on a daily basis. Many thanks to Satish Dhawale ji for creating all those videos for us, for spreading the enthusiasm and knowledge about Tally Prime. And last but not the least, we have Mr. Suraj Kumar from RTS Professional Study. He provides professional training on various aspects of business compliance for professionals, such as CAs, tax professionals, and tax consultants through his website, rtsprofessionalstudy.com. And not to forget his popular YouTube channel, RTS Professional Study, which boasts of more than 143 lakh subscribers. So many congratulations to Suraj Kumar as well for spreading the good word about Tally Prime. And again, I would like to take this opportunity to once again thank each and every one of you, all the 12 star Tally anchors who have done a great job over the past 1 year. And you have played a huge role in taking the Tally Prime story to the market. And we can never be thankful enough to each and every one of you. Many congratulations once again. So with that, we come to the end of the recognition section that we had planned for all of you. And now I think we have come to the end of today's session. And before we part, as promised, I will just take you quickly through the engagement kit, something that we have put together for all of you to help you take the message of Tally Prime and Tally Prime 2.0 in a more effective way to the market. So while you will receive all the content in one particular folder towards the end of the meeting, that folder will be mailed to you. I would just like to take you through what that kit actually contains and how you can take the maximum use out of it. So first and foremost, obviously being a Tally anchor, I'm sure that you would love to experience the product firsthand. And given that you have an active subscription of Tally, all you need to do is you need to download the beta version of our software. Now, the folder will already have a beta version inside it. But if you also wish, you can go to the download section of our website from where you can download the beta version of Tally Prime 2.0, and you can use it in your respective systems and experience what Tally Prime 2.0 is all about. Next up, the kit will also have a couple of brochures. So we have a corporate brochure, which you see on the right-hand side, which will tell you more about the company, what all initiatives we have been doing, our journey for the last 30 odd years. And hopefully that will also help you create some relevant content if you're looking to spread the word about Tally and the work that we have been doing. And if you are looking for particular pointers or specific pointers on how to spread the good word about Tally Prime 2.0, then the brochure on the left will help you out, which is basically a brochure of Tally Prime 2.0. There are a lot of points included here, which will help you probably when you're talking to your customers, or maybe when you're talking to people in your ecosystem, or probably addressing somebody in your YouTube videos or in your blogs. There are a lot of these pointers that will help you understand or give you a perspective about how Tally Prime is an advancement over Tally ERP9. You can use those pointers. You can take up lines from this particular brochure and use them in your social media communication, in your videos, in your blogs, etc. But I would just request you to do one thing. Both of these are brochures that we are sharing exclusively with you because you are a Tally anchor. Our only humble request is that you do not share them as it is on social media platforms or on a mail. You can definitely take content ideas from here. You can definitely take pointers from here. But we obviously expect you to create your own content around that using the content that you see in these particular brochures. And then coming to the campaign, this time we are running with the hashtag #BestForBiz. I'm sure all of you remember that when we had launched Tally Prime last year, we had a hashtag which we called as Make Everyday Simple. Similarly, for Tally Prime 2.0, the hashtag that we are running this campaign with is #BestForBiz. So I would like to encourage each and every one of you, when you're sharing on social media, or when you're writing a blog, or when you're publishing a YouTube video, you use this particular hashtag to publicize your product, so that people, when they are searching for this hashtag on social media, they will be able to get your content as well alongside ours. And what you see above the hashtag is that image is basically a brand unit. So if you are also creating images of your own, videos of your own, you can insert this brand unit inside the video, inside any blog that you would want to write, or inside any image that you want to share on your social media. You can insert this brand unit inside that, so that people will understand, look at the creative and understand immediately that this is something to do with the Tally Prime 2.0 launch campaign. And also in the engagement kit, we will also be sharing with you a few teasers, which you can use to create some excitement in your business ecosystem. As you can see, we have a particular teaser which talks about how reports is going to be a whole new experience for you. We have a teaser which talks about how e-way bill generation is now going to be a much simpler experience. And of course, probably the most important teaser at the moment is the teaser that talks about the global launch of Tally Prime, the date of which has been fixed on 27th of July and the time of which has been fixed on at 11 a.m. In the morning. So I think this is one teaser that all of you will be using more and more in the coming few days, because we're just probably 3-4 days away from the launch. So these are some of the teasers that you will find in an engagement kit, which you can actually use for your social media circulation. And of course, coming to the launch event itself, I'm happy to tell you that the launch event will happen live across 2 platforms. Number one is definitely on our Facebook page. If you follow our Facebook page, you will see that an event has already been created for the live launch of Tally Prime 2.0. And if you click on that particular event, you will see a lot of updates about Tally Prime 2.0 and whatever we have set for you, expecting what you might be expecting from the launch of Tally Prime, everything you will find at one place. We will encourage you to share this particular link with as many people as you can, so that more and more people in your ecosystem can see the launch live on Facebook. And of course, we are going live on YouTube as well. That is the link right there for you. You can share that link also with your business ecosystem so that they can catch the live launch on YouTube. Both these links will be part of the engagement kit, so not to worry. When we send the mail across to you, both these links will be included as part of that. And with that, I actually come to the last slide that I have to show for all of you. Of course, the launch will get done on 27th of July. But I think the real fun starts after the launch is over, which is when we get into the post-launch section. As many of you are aware, from Tally's side also, we have a lot of content that we immediately start sharing with the ecosystem once we do a big release. And this time also, it's not going to be any different. We are going to have a lot of blogs out there, which you can catch from our website, www.tallysolutions.com. We are going to have a lot of videos, which we are going to upload on our YouTube channel. We are going to have a series of product walkthrough videos. We are going to have a series of Tally Help videos. We are going to have a series of Learning Hub videos, and all of them will be on YouTube in specific playlists, links of which will be shared with you. You can actually spread those links with, you can refer to those links yourself. You can spread those links to all people around you as well. And of course, I would also request you to follow us on Facebook, on LinkedIn, on Twitter, on Instagram to catch hold of all the posts that we are making live as soon as we do the launch on 27th. A lot of content, a lot of material you will be getting from these posts as well. And we obviously encourage you to share these posts with your ecosystem, but don't forget to use the hashtag of #BestForBiz. And of course, you will be, whenever you are sharing some content on your own, on your social media handles, we expect you to also tag us so that it will lead to more visibility for you, more brand presence for you. And of course, it'll be a win-win for both of us as we take the message of Tally Prime 2.0 to the world. So thank you so much for joining in. I think the time now is 4:10. So thanks for staying back the extra 10 minutes. I hope we have been able to give you a comprehensive preview of what to expect from Tally Prime 2.0. We will just close with the request to each and every one of you to now do what you do best, which is to start creating and start sharing content on Tally Prime 2.0 and spreading it with the rest of the world. And of course, look forward to the launch on 27th of July. We expect all of you to be there, and we expect you that you spread the word about Tally Prime 2.0 just the way you did for Tally Prime last year in November. So with that, I would like to draw this session to an official close. Thank you so much for joining in, and we wish to catch up with you again soon. Thank you so much. Please do take care. God bless. Stay safe.